is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
Come on down to the newest pub in Texas, Rednecks, where our beer kegs are always full. Don't ask what brand it is, because it all tastes like warm piss. So if you're celebrating a special occasion, like marrying your sister,
I do.
I did, or being named Employee of the Month at Walmart, you're going to want to come celebrate with us at Redneck's Bar and Cantina. And remember, every Friday and Saturday, we have our famous tooth contest. Whoever has the most teeth wins a pair of John Deere mud flaps and a buttery corn on the cob. There's plenty of parking space to drive your house over to Redneck's and come on in and have a hell of a time. We're located right next to Big Al's truck stop, right across the street from the KKK headquarters.
Homos and minorities not welcome.
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark. Daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark. Drunk uncle shark do do do, drunk uncle shark do do do, drunk uncle shark do do do, drunk uncle shark. Cousin shark who went to prison, cousin shark who went to prison, cousin shark who went to prison, he killed a man. Daddy shark's second family, daddy shark's second family, daddy shark's second family, he's a piece of shit. Mommy shark's your younger boyfriend, mommy shark's your younger boyfriend, mommy shark's your younger boyfriend, he's younger than me. Awkward shark family barbecue, awkward shark family barbecue, awkward shark family barbecue, we should never have come.
Oh, Jesus. Raising a baby shark in this family environment, it's going to cost us a lot on therapy. Oh, Mum! No hooking up at the family barbecue. Gross.
Baby shark, do-do-do-do-do, baby shark.
Introducing Trailer Trash Barbie. She's larger and meaner than them other prissy stuck-up thinking they're better than you Barbies. Now, every girl can live the fantasy of ignorance and poverty with her special trailer park friend. Every Trailer Trash Barbie comes complete with 2 packs of Marlboro Lights for Barbie's smoking pleasure, a bottle of drugstore brand scotch to refresh Barbie during her busy day of bitching, stinking, and watching TV. Waffle House and Shoney's uniforms sold separately. Trailer Trash Barbie comes with platinum blonde hair with black roots showing, blue eyeshadow, and cocoa beige colored teeth. Plus, a Miracle O Procreation button. Press button on Barbie's back, and she's pregnant again. There's also an action pull string where Trailer Trash Barbie can say up to 11 phrases, including,
I done told you freaking kids to get the hell out of my yard. Oh, damn constipation again. Where the frig are my cigarettes?
and more. Barbie double-wide dream trailer with stained carpet, broken steps, and black and white TV sold separately. And coming soon, abusive boyfriend Ken with sour milk breath.
Dear penis, I don't think I like you anymore. You used to watch me shave. All you do is stare at the floor. Oh, dear penis, I don't like you anymore. It used to be you and me, a paper towel
sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. When I'm at the mall, I'm in the bathroom trying to clean my balls. When I'm at the beach, I'm in the brown bag trying to tan my cheeks. The side roll, got a cardboard box that I call home. I keep receiving in the jar, baby, don't be jealous. No shoes, no shirt, cause I'm fucking homeless. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. I ain't trash. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. I ain't trash. When I walk in the spot, yeah, this is what they see. Okay. An old dirty man that drinks his own pee. Got a disaster in my pants, and I ain't scared to show it. Show it, show it, show it. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
Oh, yeah. Greetings, everybody. It is the Wednesday edition of the Charles Richardson Show, January 26, 2022. 7 past the hour here on this wonderful Wednesday. Weather and traffic coming up next on the top of the hour. I have no idea. Traffic, it looks pretty clear out there on the driveway. So I'm good. Over to my right, we have the person with the most, the bestest. Never mind, I'm not going to do it. It's Jenny. Jenny, welcome to the show again.
Why, thank you. Yeah. Wait a minute, what am I the best at?
I don't know. The breastest, bestest. I'm sure Matt's going to kill me for that, though. I have no idea. All I can say it was a marathon, getting everything lined up. I am actually surprised. I actually, at the stroke of 7 Eastern, by the way, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific, 3 Alaskan, 2 Hawaii. I was actually impressed. I was able to go ahead and get everything started at the top of the hour. So there you go.
1 a.m. in the Netherlands.
Yeah, probably.
Just so you know.
I think it's 7 a.m. in the Philippines. You know, they're always 12 hours behind. Anyway, or 12 hours ahead, I'm sorry. They already know what's going to happen tomorrow. See, right now it's my birthday over there in the Philippines.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, it's your birthday in the Netherlands, too, because it's 1 a.m.
That's right. So, the Neverlands.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. You look like a monkey, and you smell like one, too.
I probably do. This working from home. Your hygiene kind of takes a back seat every once in a while. No, I'm just kidding. I really
don't do that. Don't do that.
I want to start the show off real quick because it got kind of, I wouldn't say heated, but definitely very, very controversial on Maddie's show earlier today. And Matt went ahead and it's like, kind of, listen, it's his words, and he has the right to his opinion. He went ahead and said, those of you that don't vax, you are basically, and I guess you don't care about other people. You want them to die. You don't care one way or the other. So, I understand that point of view to a point. My wife, she's a non-vaxxer. She's not doing it because I don't care for Putin or Trump or Biden or she has nothing like that. She just sees this thing going into her that's been barely tested.
Are you kidding me?
Hang on,
dude.
You understand? My wife is not somebody that sticks her nose in the phone and goes under research or anything like that. She doesn't do that.
It's got nothing to do with that. How many people worldwide have been given these vaccines?
Hold on.
Far more people that have ever taken probably any medicine you have in your cabinet.
Hold on. She's seen the numbers. She's seen the data. She's scared of it. I don't know what this thing's going to do to me in 5-10 years. And to a point, I actually agreed with her. I have no idea what this thing's going to do to me. I've taken it, but I've also taken it kind of not out of spite, but like under pressure. And this is what a lot of these, listen, when you go ahead and you go start having to give away stuff, money, trips, or free or lotto tickets or whatever the hell it is, scratch-off tickets, do we do that to any other vaccine?
I'm sorry, but yes, we did when polio came out. If you want to go back in time and look, I'm sorry, but I am strongly in the same camp as Matt. So I do believe we in society have a responsibility to look out for each other. Mm-hmm. And when children under 5 can't be vaccinated, and there's kiddos in Boston Children's Hospital suffering from miscellaneous C because they weren't protected and they got COVID. Okay. I do believe we have a responsibility because that's how you get this under control. We got polio under control by mass inoculation, and it took a huge campaign, and a lot of people had to be convinced.
All right,
this is different.
And I see your point of view, and I see Matt's point of view. I get it.
I worked in medicine for 20 years.
I get it. My point is, Matt says a lot of non-vaxxers are also non-maskers. This particular instance, it's not the point. It's not the case. My wife has gone on massive amounts of time in this studio. As you know, there's a sewing machine in here and shit like that. Making masks, selling masks, wearing masks. She has forced me to wear a mask as well as my son. Sanitize, mask. So the question that I had for Matt was, where does that put my wife? Because
the thing I don't like about this conversation is that you're making it personal about one particular individual being your wife.
I'm saying that there are other people. There may be other people out there that may be scared about this vaccination, but they'll do everything else to try to help.
Unfortunately, there are too many people out there like you that had to be practically forced, as you said, into wearing a mask, which is why people like me who are fully vaxxed and boosted, I'm staying away from public right now because people are assholes. Not only do they not take this seriously, and some have to be forced into wearing a mask, and the minute nobody's looking, they shove it in their pocket because they don't give a shit. It's not just that. I've learned that people are freaking nastier than I thought they were. Right. And I don't want your flu. I don't want your stomach virus. I don't want none of your shit. And I sure as hell don't want a disease that could kill me.
Right.
And for me, that's COVID and flu. It's not just that. When I worked in medicine for 20 years, I was required to have certain vaccinations by my job in order to work in the profession. Mm-hmm. If I didn't have it, I couldn't work in the profession. I will tell you that when swine flu happened, that vax came out so quick that we in the medical profession were nervous. And we waited, some of us, a year before we took it. But then we took it when we saw it march out and do fine. We have people that are so dug in on this. People all around the world have gotten inoculated, and it's more people than probably have taken some of the meds you have in your prescription cabinet. You probably know less about the metformin you're taking, or the hydrochlorothiazide you're taking, or the tamoxifen you're taking. You probably don't know tamoxifen can cause blindness. These are real factors.
I heard metformin can do the same.
There's a lot of, but you do risk benefit analysis in any medical situation, and you see what is the best course for this patient. For me, when I had my second cancer, I could have a lumpectomy and sectioning done and radiation, and it would be a more conservative surgery, but my risk factor for reoccurrence would be 20% increase versus a mastectomy with clean margins that could change that, right?
Right.
So I went with the mastectomy because I didn't like the odds. The odds of you getting sick and having any kind of injury from the vaccines are Very small. Very, very small. If they were large, considering how many people are vaccinated, wouldn't you expect people to be dropping from it? And that's not what's happening.
No,
we're doing blood testing,
right.
And we're seeing people produce antibodies.
Right.
There's been some indications to show that antibodies are being produced in bone marrow. Should that be the case, future generations will be born with a type of immunity that we weren't born with because we weren't exposed to it.
Right. Listen, I'm not saying it's not worth the risk. I mean, I closed out the conversation on Matt's show. It's like, listen, somebody that had the vaccine, like Paulie C, who's sick from it, but not really sick. I mean, he's hit by a bus, but not hit by a train and killed. Versus Karen, who we all know is not vaccinated, won't get the vaccination, got COVID, and is okay. Well, for now that we know of.
This go around until she's not. That's the thing. You're okay until you're not.
So, but back on point, what I mentioned is there any credit given to my wife doing everything else but the vaccine?
Some, but overall, I'm sorry. No.
I want you to give me. Yeah, give me it.
On it's not enough. It's not enough.
Okay.
When settlers came to the United States, they exposed the natives to smallpox, and they dropped like flies. Whole communities, whole families were wiped the hell out because they'd never been exposed to the disease. That's where we've been right now on COVID. Now we're getting a few years into it. We've got some vaccines. We've got treatments. People aren't dropping like they were. We learned through science and experimentation what worked and didn't work in treating these patients. A big part of that being ventilation and the delay in ventilation versus what we've always done until this point in medicine, which is early intervention to protect the airway breathing. Any moments of lack of oxygen is brain death.
Right. Yeah.
So when you consider all of the scientific data and the medical documents and you listen to the providers, I'm watching my providers, I'm watching my bosses on television saying things, and I'm watching people in the chat rooms say, oh, it's bullshit, they're lying, they're this, they're that. What the fuck do you think? Who the hell in the medical field is lying? For what? For fucking what? Let me tell you, they don't get paid enough money to put up with a lot of this shit. And I don't blame a lot of my coworkers who have literally left the field because people don't give a shit enough to help protect them. They've buried their coworkers from fucking COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're the front lines on this whole thing.
But here's the thing about that people don't get. It's about putting too much stress on the healthcare system. The whole thing about slowing the spread and doing everything that can prevent more people from getting sick is to be able to handle the workload.
Yeah.
My partner's father was transferred to Boston for care and maybe could have gotten care closer if it wasn't for the fact that the hospital didn't have any room in the inn. I worked in medicine for 20 years. I've never seen shit like I'm seeing now.
Yeah.
And I got no reason. What am I going to gain from saying anything? But it's so upsetting and so disheartening that people say this shit when I'm watching people I worked with for like over a fucking decade being called liars, say it's bullshit.
I don't think it's it's not the people down on the bottom. It's these people that are leading Pfizer and leading Moderna and Johnson & Johnson.
Listen to them. Listen to the people on the bottom. Right. Every single hospital is begging you to vaccinate. And every single hospital is also begging you to donate blood right now. Nobody's fucking listening to the medical professionals. Nobody wants to listen to the people who work and have the 35-bed ICU unit and not enough hands to flip the patients to there's not enough respiratory therapists. There's so much that goes into one vented patient. And if they're on ECMO, forget it. All bets are off. They got staff living in the room who can't leave.
Wow.
I know this shit because I've done it and I've worked it.
All right.
We're asking people to reduce the spread so they don't kill the hospitals. And we've got places right now here in New England that we have some of the people I work with, who I did work with in the National Guard, now working in our hospital because we don't have enough hands on deck anymore. There's not enough people to take care of people between the ones that quit, the one that are sick, and the overload of these units having... I mean, my hospital had a brand new ICU, CCU, and they had to turn other units into CCUs. Like it was insane to think they would outgrow that unit in like a couple of years.
Yeah, when I first heard of the vaccine, when they first came out with it. Now, number one, I probably wouldn't have been able to get it because too little and too many people wanted it. Too little But when I first went ahead and started learning about it, I'm thinking, okay, so I'm going to take this shot. I'm going to go ahead and I have to take another shot. And what happens from there? Oh, we don't know.
We've been teaching our immune systems how to handle this very new disease we've never been exposed to. There are children who have been born during this pandemic that have been born with antibodies you and I weren't born with.
Oh, damn
it's going to change generationally. It's just like we bred out smallpox through vaccination, and babies get born with the best immune systems from their moms. And in the first few weeks or months of few weeks of birth, mom gets her colostrum in that has incredible antibodies in it. When a native was born in 1800s, they didn't have a smallpox, anything in their bodies. It happened through generation. And unfortunately, a lot of death and spread. So we don't have to have a lot of people die, but we're having more people die than necessary because people don't want to they're too afraid to do the right thing.
And I'm believing the numbers too. I believe the numbers that people go into the hospital from this are not vaccinated, and there is the small fraction that are vaccinated, but they're not in that serious condition. I do know there is the occasional person that will die from it that is vaccinated, but again, underlying conditions it's really different from everybody. Everybody, and I don't mean to use this term because it's used other ways, but everybody's a snowflake. They're different. Everybody's different. I know. I'm not saying snowflake in regards to freaking political aspirations. I'm talking about everybody's just different. Again, the vaccination will work for one person, may be different on another person. We don't know that. But here's what I do, and this is why I closed Matt's show with. What
we've seen now, after we're over 2 years into this vaccine disbursement, we're seeing people all around the world. All around the fucking world. How much evidence more do you need? There's more evidence on this than there has been in any other vaccine you've taken.
There's people still they're gonna say conspiracy. This is the government trying to control us. Blah blah.
And
blah,
unfortunately,
blah, blah.
those are the same asshats that spread a lot of other bullshit. Some of it based in their crazy ass religions, and some people. There's also some of these people believe the world is fucking flat. And we didn't go to the moon, and there's nobody in space, and we've never launched a satellite, and there's a fucking dome over our heads, and aliens jumped out of a goddamn volcano. Doesn't make them right.
Did they?
Doesn't make them right.
I gotta see that story. That's probably on The Onion. Aliens jumped out of a volcano. Let's read some comments here. I feel like I want to poop my paint, John says. Thanks, John. You're always colorful. He also said a snowstorm's coming up. You guys are in a snowstorm warning or something like that?
Oh yeah, we're getting a good. We're going to get our first really good one.
When?
My area is supposed to see about a foot, which is normal for New Hampshire, so we're good.
Okay. Squirming coil. I wonder who this person is. George Washington said they mandated a smallpox vaccine. Is that? So that's been around for a while. Delisa said, I've had the vaccine. Melanie says, do you believe individuals that can't do the vaccination due to medical reasons like allergies? What about those?
Absolutely not. It's very rare cases, and especially with the new type of vaccine. The traditional one has an egg component to it. I'm not sure if that's in. I'd have to double check to figure out if it's in.
But see, even you in medicine.
But that is
even you in medicine, though, you don't have all the answers.
That is a very rare. It's very rare. Ask your doctor. Literally, ask your doctor what the percentage. There are vaccine injuries that happen all the time. I don't pretend, nor do I profess, that vaccines are 100% safe any more than the pill is 100% effective.
Right.
It's not.
What do you feel about that? This COVID pill coming out. Do you feel that's any better?
I'm actually feeling pretty good about it because I'm seeing medications and treatments come out that have been given to more people than some of the shit I'm already taking.
Okay.
I'm on experimental treatment. Due to Right to Try, I have access to a treatment that's actually keeping me alive. So am I willing to take the risk to save my life? Abso-fucking-lutely. But I was also willing to take the risk on the vaccine to protect the people around me. I didn't want to kill my parents.
Jimmy says, if masks work, why don't they work? Because they don't. And apparently
you're not listening because you're dumb.
He didn't catch it, but good. Stay away, you radical leftist.
There's the moron. Radical leftist. Oh, you poor baby. Is that all you got? Do we need to teach you the science between the different of masks that exist, why they exist, and what they do? Actually, no. I'm done teaching dumb people.
Melanie says, keep in mind, I'm fully boosted. Okay. Wayne in the house. Wayne Mills forever. Okay, he's spreading his gospel. Crystal says, Plaquenil and hydrochloroquine can cause blindness too. I've had eye exams every 6 months to monitor the buildup of the eyes. What's there?
I have tamoxifen retinopathy and blindness due to tamoxifen. So I'm that very rare case, that 1 in a million that happened with tamoxifen. I'm actually on treatment for it.
Squirming coil. No, not personally. I do believe individuals
not squirting.
Whatever, squirming, whatever. I do believe individuals who can't do vaccination for medical reasons are a minuscule minority. The vast majority claiming medical reasons, just using it as an unquestionable justification.
Precisely.
Not one. Okay. John
says, funny because the vast majority of people that claim this so-called medical excuse never actually talk to their damn doctor.
John goes ahead and puts all dollar signs. What do you think of that? Just a conspiracy for the money.
Because you're a fucking moron. Because you think nurses are killing themselves. Really? Really, dickhead? Do us a favor. Stay the hell out of the hospitals. We don't need to waste our time with a piece of shit like you. That's what I really think. Next.
Damn, hard today. I don't know how to pronounce this one. Anecdotal?
Yeah. Anecdotal.
Okay. But I ended a long-time friendship last summer with somebody who refused to respect property rights, owners requiring masks, and went out of his way to provide confrontation with to folks who respected the request. I mean, then almost went to supposed to. Yeah, okay. Well, more
people are all good about private property until they want to use it. Yeah. Then suddenly it's public access. I can do what I want.
People on their deathbeds begging. It's heartbreaking. Rocky in the house. Rocky says, don't forget birds aren't real, Jenny.
Yes, that's another conspiracy. There are no birds alive anymore. They're all drones.
Oh, God.
If you don't believe me, look it up.
I think we have our first confrontation. Hello, you're on the air.
I'm not a dickhead. Go fuck yourself.
Ooh, John, come on.
That was so... I really wish when people are going to do something like that, they come up with something good, something intelligent, something you can, think, oh, wow, that's cool or different or whatever. But really, calling and swearing, that is so sophomoric.
So you don't see any quote unquote rights to some people that have a choice. I don't want to get it for whatever reason they come up with.
Of course I see rights. Oh, no. I didn't say that.
But you call them assholes and dickheads. But you call them assholes and dickheads.
If you're an asshole or a dickhead, that's exactly what you are. But I do not believe in forcing you unless it's a job requirement. In the medical profession, their vaccines have always been a job requirement. I would have never gotten hired. Matter of fact, my first hospital, I had to get additional vaccines because they drew titers on me.
Right.
And I didn't show any kind of antibody reaction, I tested negative. I had to get revaccinated until my titers turned to work there. If I didn't do it, I couldn't work in the hospital. It was just plain and simple.
Right.
One of those was measles, mumps, and rubella, if you're curious.
And we've hit the bottom there with Melanie. I really wish you were not so shy around and expressing yourself, Jen.
I'm working on it. It's a character flaw.
All right. So I want to close this out because I know it's not going to be the last time we have this conversation, or even, as more stuff comes out and more news stories come out, I'm sure it's going to be expressed. But here, I want to lay down the general consensus that I'm putting down. You have the right to choose. We hope you choose the vaccination because the vaccination that you get is more likely to go ahead and stop you from getting dead or seriously, critically sick. We're not saying, and I hope you agree with me on this one, Jay, we're not saying that this thing's 100% foolproof because it's not.
No,
you can still get the
nothing
COVID.
is.
You can
nothing in medicine is 100% foolproof ever.
You could still get the COVID. You could still get it. You could still get symptoms. But what we're trying to say is with the vaccination,
you won't die.
You have a 98% chance of surviving any type of side effects that COVID would have. You want to play Russian roulette? Go right ahead. You may end up like Karen, getting it, and everything's cool. Or you may end up like DJ Scotty over there Just for Fun Radio, who got it unvaccinated and spent like 3 weeks in the hospital, partially on a ventilator. He made a recovery, had to be on oxygen for a couple of months. You could
be like Meatloaf and die in less than a week.
Yeah, I mean...
See, now, I want to say something, though, because I know you want to close us.
It's not going to be closed forever. It's going to be shut down, but not locked.
I don't want you to think that I think your wife should be mandated. I 100% believe in her right to choose. I absolutely believe in her right to choose. The fact that she takes it seriously, she believes it's a real disease, and she takes precautions is definitely a plus. Because there's so many people out there that don't think it's real. You know, and not only will they not take precautions, they will intentionally try to get you sick.
Well, see, I don't believe in that.
Like coughing in a cancer patient's face.
I think that is just sickening. You should get arrested.
So when I talk about this, that's a huge spectrum to talk about.
Yeah.
Would I prefer to see your wife get vaccinated? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But that doesn't mean that I hold animosity towards her. I have a very dear friend who has been homeopathic their entire lives, will not do anything other than that, and I respect them for that. I don't agree with it. I wish they would get vaccinated, but what can I say to somebody? And they have MS, and they treat their MS entirely naturally, and for them, that's working.
All right.
But they do treat the disease as real and take precaution.
But for the sake of pissing off so many people, which, you know what, may be a good thing. I mean, Crazy Joe does it, and he gets followers.
Nothing wrong with pissing people off.
Nothing wrong with pissing people off. But at the same time, listen, it's your right to choose. Just be safe and make sure you're safe around others. That's all we care about because that's how we're going to beat this thing. It really is.
And respect private businesses. No shirt, no shoes, no mask, no service. Okay.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Respect businesses. That's all.
Anyway, so moving on. So today I went ahead and got myself a little piece. Well, actually, hold on a second. Crystal went ahead and put this long message out there. Even with my lupus and rheumatoid arthritis treatments, you still get symptoms and flares.
Yep.
But they put you on whatever that is, methotrexate.
Methotrexate.
Thank you. To try to retrain the immune system. That to help with that as well.
Hydrocor.
Too many big words. Damn it. Too many big words.
Just leave it at
a dumb shit like me is not going to realize this. Come on, too many big words. Too many big words. All right. Anyway, but Crystal was making a point there.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, sis.
So I went ahead and made a purchase. Actually, it was my birthday gift. My wife's like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And this is 24 hours out. Like, really? You just now asking me this? You didn't make an Amazon order right now? That's coming like in another day or two? What the hell's going on? What do you want? I don't know. What can you get?
You're making assumptions. You don't know.
I don't know. But I'm just saying, well, listen. When somebody gets a gift for you, usually you don't know until it's there. Like, I'm sorry, Santa Claus comes Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, you know, so I don't know what I'm going to get until, of course I know. But anyway, I'm just saying, it's like, you know, it's supposed to be that gift. So anyway, I went ahead and bought this. People that don't know what this is called a Stream Deck. It says it right there, Stream Deck. Not dick, deck. So
you could make it an eye.
I
just saying.
I could, but it's brand new. I don't want to scratch anything on it right now.
I'm only kidding.
I know you're not. So I actually bought this thing. So what this is supposed to do, it's supposed to go ahead and load up sound effects, camera angles, camera shots, YouTube, and stuff like that. Yeah, Matt's got it on his show. Everybody I know has it on their show except for me, which is probably why I suck.
Stop it.
I'm over here. I do. Come on.
I'm going to get you to take that shit out of your vocabulary.
Oh, suck? Well, sometimes it's good to say it.
No, I mean about yourself.
See, swallow, that's one that you have to take it. You got to swallow that instead of choking on it.
Yeah, no. Inhaling water is not a good idea.
No, not good.
Just throwing that out there if anybody was wondering.
So I actually found this. I was like, you know what? I've been wanting one of these Stream Deck things and stuff like that. So I went ahead and Googled it for her. And it's like, listen, this is what I want. Okay, well, how much is it? And I told her it was like $150. It's like, okay, that's doable. Okay, fine. So I'm thinking here, it's going to be shipped. It's going to take a week or two to get here. Amazon Prime, maybe a couple of days. Found it at Best Buy. Closest range is an hour away in Fort Myers. So I'm over here thinking, yes, order it now. And I'm driving down there right now. I had the day off. I'm driving right there now. Going to set it up for the show. Everything's going to be good. I'm thinking I could set this up here in like 5 minutes. Ready to go. Motherfuckers went ahead and texted me. They're out of stock. Choose another option. And I said, bitch. So I chose the other option, which was Sarasota. A little bit further away in the opposite direction. They had it. I went here. I finally get home at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 4:30 Central, 3:30 Mountain, 2:30 Pacific, 1:30 Alaskan, 12:30 Hawaiian, and probably 5:30 a.m. Philippine time. I know. I'm drying that out. So I get home at 5:30. I'm over here like, okay, I'm going to read the manual on this. I know, guys reading instructions. Weird. So I'm going ahead and reading the manual on this thing. It's like, okay, first you need to go ahead and download the app on your computer. Okay, no problem. Plug this bitch in. Download the app. Okay, next, now you have to go ahead and load each element. Thinking, what?
Yeah.
YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook.
Well, yeah, you have to program it, silly man.
I'm over here thinking, it's like, okay, I already have to do it. I just need to
plug and play, man. You
yes.
gotta program that
No,
shit.
I need the plug and play version.
No, there is no plug and play.
Fuck. That's what I thought I could do.
You thought it was magically going to connect?
Yes.
No.
I'm thinking I can just press a button and we're good.
No, not so much, honey. No.
Like, God damn it, I could do this.
But
okay.
once you get it going, it'll be cool.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Cool in about a month when I figure out how to read the damn thing.
Stop.
So, all right. So, besides this, this thing's sitting here with a couple of things loaded. I don't even want to mess with it because it's probably going to kill the stream. Stream Deck killing the stream. What's the worst thing that's
going to happen?
I don't know what's going to happen. I did some bullshit on it. I got a couple of buttons. No.
Press a button.
No, I'm not pressing the button.
I dare you. I double dog dare you.
Dare me. Did that do anything?
Press a button.
No, it didn't do anything. It didn't even do anything. It just popped up another tab. All right, good.
Oh.
All right, whatever.
Well, that's where something would be if you programmed it.
So, anyway, I just have a feeling I need to call somebody in regards to this. So, I already...
You need a technician?
I need a technician. Come on over, set this up for me, tell me what to press, and that's it. I don't want shit to do with this thing. I'm over here trying to figure out if it has anything. Will you stop laughing at me? Stop.
I'm sorry. I just waiting for the technician.
I'm a little child just wanting to press. I'm a little child just wanting to press buttons. That's all I am. I just want to press buttons. That's it. I don't want to learn shit. Just I want to press buttons.
It's going to read your telepathy to know what sound to make.
Fine, great. That makes it even better.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So to kind of integrate all this with the story, how I basically was lucky enough to get the show started on time. So by the time I'm opening this thing up, it's like 5:45, 5:50. And I'm thinking, I can get this thing up in 10 minutes. No problem. Let's go ahead and do this. I keep reading and looking and reading. I'm thinking, what the am I doing here, huh? I have to load this up and that up, and what's this element, and what's this element, and this string, and this URL. What do I need? What?
Just try to load one thing and get it to make one noise. When it successfully does that, the rest is just repetitive.
It makes noises? Oh, this is... the sound effects. Yeah, hello. Yeah,
if that's what you pick, like if you pick an air horn, then make that happen for yourself on one button.
See, the thing is...
Don't look at it in totality. Look at it in one little button.
The thing is, I have like a different setup than almost everybody else. And maybe I just need to, set everything up to one computer. I got 2 computers on this thing, 2 desktops. One runs the video, which that's the channel that Jenny is on. That's the channel that everything from this computer comes on. If I go ahead and share like a video on the screen, you're hearing it through this one particular channel. And then you have these.
Bullshit.
You have this channel.
Fuck you. You on drugs?
I have that, and that's the songs that I play during break. That's the sweepers, the bits that comes on another computer on another channel. So now, what I want to do.
Hey, let me let you feel better. That's kind of what it is at the studio too.
Really?
Yeah, there's one computer that has like the soundboards and stuff on it and where the music and stuff plays. There's another one that's strictly for like the cable access and Skype and that feed. And then there's another one that on the other side that's feeding out the Facebook feed and there's seriously a lot in that studio. Well, so what you're talking about is not unusual.
Okay, so I'm talking about what's unusual with somebody that's mundane like myself, who has a freaking 10 by 12 third bedroom in their household and transforming it with just a regular computer. You have no idea. You have no idea how crammed and shit this is. None whatsoever. But you know what? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. You have no idea. Where the fuck is that link I sent you? I need that link. God damn it.
There's a link to your other camera?
Oh, bastard.
Yep, there's a link to the other camera, folks.
You know what? You're not.
But this is how you figure shit out.
You're not helping.
No, seriously, play with it, Charles. What's the worst thing that's going to happen?
I have played with it, but now I have something else to play with it.
There was a knife maker that I used to know, and he made incredible handmade knives that are like thousands of dollars, and he'd tell people, don't just put it on a shelf somewhere. I want you to use it. Pry with it. Work that thing.
Work that thing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be made for really, work it.
Oh,
how do you know what your shit does until you start pressing buttons?
Work it, girl. Work.
Right? Who knows what you'll have going on there?
I have no idea what's going on. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. I'm done with this. Do I really want audio? No, I don't want audio. I'm muting myself. All right, I'm entering studio.
You're muting
myself.
Ooh. Echo.
No, not anymore. Okay, so here, this is my studio here. So,
ooh, that's cool.
This is what I got. So I got the why can't I just mute this? Motherfuck. Anyway, you just have to deal with echo. So you got the bottom two here. This is my main screenshot. I can go ahead and go over here
play button stuff.
Yeah, I can go ahead and transform this camera and that camera and that camera.
You're like, you got that's not what I'm doing here.
No. And there
you got a good setup there. I don't know what you're bitching about.
And there's the StreamYard, which I have the comments here. All the people saying fuck you. There's the screen that everybody sees live, and this is my options down here. And then I have over here is my Sam's. This is where all the bits are played. This is where the song and intros are played. There's an extension over here. And there's my mixer right there with the two keyboards that are right over here. Now, the problem I have is, and excuse the mess over here, I had dinner.
I don't know what you're bitching about. You have a better home studio than most people ever dream of.
I want this thing to control this thing.
Well, then you'll learn how to program that thing to control that thing.
But see.
Watch a YouTube video. You never know.
See, this thing has no idea how to learn to control this thing. And
this Muffin Top, you just got it.
And this
you
thing,
just got
and this thing up here
for 24 hours, and you're already going, I can't do that.
And this thing up here is empty.
That's not true. Bullshit.
Anyway,
bullshit.
And by the way,
these really nice setup going there.
And by the way, these top 2 monitors are for my work when I work for Comcast.
Huh?
And then that's where Karen sits. That's where my wife sits.
Yeah.
And if I have somebody here, I have another microphone here, and if I need the extra microphone.
That's a great. It looks to me like you guys have really made good use out of the space. You've even gone up, which is, I mean, really, why are you whiny?
I'm whiny because I have a brand new toy, and I want to use my toy.
You haven't even had it for 24 hours.
No, and that's the thing. I'm very impatient.
Well, stop it.
Oh, stop it. That's what my therapist keeps saying. Stop it.
Just say no. No. It's a beautiful word. No, I'm not going to do that. Not going to drive myself crazy.
No.
So you get nothing. You lose.
Oh, man. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. So, that's just one of the things. It's like, I wanted this toy because I've seen one of my buddies do a sports show with it. I've seen Scotty do his show with it, and he's done all the stuff with green screen and everything like that. I see Maddie. I don't see him doing it, but I know he presses a button and goes to another camera. Another camera, the couch camera that does the news desk camera.
It's actually on a couple of different devices.
Well, I know it doesn't seem that hard.
It can get more complicated and more convoluted as you go.
But here's what I see. I see Maddie going ahead and looking over here, and there's the cameras changing, and then he comes back to it. Actually, it's a cutscene like that, and then that, and then bam, and then
you're doing the same thing. What are you complaining about?
It's just I want to press and I want to press. I don't want to move the mouse and click. I want to press. I want perfection. Okay. Even though I know that's number one. That's going to start with changing my cameras.
You must be exhausting.
I am. I'm exhausting and annoying at the same time. But that's me.
Get it with time. Give yourself some fucking time.
All right, I'll give myself 24 hours and we'll figure it out.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You sound like a 16-year-old at their first job. I want to be the manager now.
13, actually.
Seriously.
How am I 44?
I don't need any more training. I got it.
How am I 44? I have learned nothing in life. I have learned nothing in life.
I just want to hold the box to my head and absorb the instructions.
Yes, that's all I want.
It's not how this works.
Do I have some type of fiber optic? Is this some fiber optic in the back of my neck I could just connect to?
Not yet.
Download everything?
That's Borg.
Oh, okay.
You will assimilate.
That'll not compute.
That's the Borg had the plug in the back of the neck.
Oh, yeah? I was actually thinking about the movie Johnny Mnemonic with Keanu Reeves. He had that little wet thing that goes in there.
Oh, yeah. He was transporting data.
Yeah, let's transport data. Illegally. How the hell do you go ahead and transport data that's like 10 times the amount that you have the capacity for? How do you do that?
It's a fucking movie.
I know, but still make the movie realistic.
Someday that will be possible.
Like a guy has a laser on his thumb and he slices up the guy like bologna. Like, that's cool.
Hey, look at some of this. I mean, they got some crazy ass robotics now with exoskeletons where somebody who is legit.
That's called the Terminator.
Paraplegic can get up and walk.
Oh, yeah.
Down the aisle.
Oh, please, listen.
You know, this Jerry's amazing. Look at what we're doing with these genetically modified organs now.
Yeah. Look, Jerry's kids don't even exist anymore because they know how to get around. I'm just saying.
It.
No, I'm just serious. They have so much.
Oh, God, that was so evilly bad.
Really?
Yes.
I thought, because I never hear about them anymore.
They haven't cured MD.
Oh, they haven't? Oh, I mean, they at least haven't made steps to do anything about it? Where the fuck is all the money gone?
Is still something that has no cure. It's a forever disease.
But, well, I get it. It's kind of like an amputee. It's kind of like an amputee. It's like, but you just have to go ahead and, shove a rod in there and, get a shoe on and, know that you just start walking again, right? No?
We've reattached hands that were completely severed.
Right.
And restored functionality. Not just it's there, but function. Reconnected nerves, reconnected muscles, tendons, all these amazing things we can do will get even more amazing.
Yes.
You know, and that's the thing, as medicine is, that was the one thing I loved about my career is I was always learning something. You never know everything.
Right.
You just don't. When they first time I learned CPR, it was feel a pulse, check for breathing, give 2 breaths, do 30 compressions.
Give
That's
2
not
breaths?
What we teach. No, compressions.
Oh, I thought you said give 2 breaths.
No, give 2 breaths.
Oh, my bad.
Breathe.
I was getting excited there for a second.
That's what we used to teach people in CPR.
Right.
Now, especially with laymen, when we teach CPR, we teach them get on the chest, pound, and just compress on the chest and do nothing else. No stopping, no feeling for pulses, no checking for breathing, no giving breaths.
Wow.
You keep doing that. Because there's an amount of oxygen that's still in your bloodstream.
Yeah.
If you keep it circulating, your brain stays alive.
Right.
If you waste your time trying to breathe in while that blood's not circulating, it's brain death.
Crystal went ahead and obviously feels when I'm impatient. Must be a Taurus like me. I get new toys. I want to play with them right away. Not talking about those toys there, Crystal. Sorry.
Matt will come home with a box and he can leave it for like a week and not open it until or months until he actually needs what's in it. Like he doesn't. I can't do that.
How
I have
can
to
you
open
do
the box
that?
and look at things. I can't do that.
I don't even
look at
listen.
it.
I get Amazon packages from my wife. I can't just. I'm if she's not home, I'm opening it up and I'm resealing it. I want to know what the hell is in there.
Stop it.
It's not
That's
even
not
me.
right. No, you could only open the ones addressed to you.
She doesn't know.
I'm going to tell her when she's on show.
No, she's not. Tell you're lying. So I just told that to fake you out.
And for Squirmy Shell, yes, staying alive still applies.
Yes, thank you, squatting dog.
Yeah, squirming
coil.
Squirming coil.
Coil. Colon. I think he messed up with the spelling. It's supposed to be colon.
Because staying alive is 100 beats a minute. So is another one bites the dust, by the way.
Staying alive.
But we don't usually tell that to the layman.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. 813-699-5353. Again, consensus with COVID. Listen, get the vaccine. But we respect your decision. Just make sure if you're going to go ahead and go the nay, go ahead and do the mask and the sanitizing and, stay 6 feet away. That's all. I mean, that's all you can do.
Man.
Yeah, wash your hands. Be cleanly. Don't let personal hygiene get the better of you. Don't make your hands stink like piss and shit after you go to the bathroom. Make sure you wash
how many
them.
people don't wash after they go to the bathroom.
Especially when you poop.
And that's gross.
Yeah, you realize you're wiping back there? Please tell me you're using paper. I really hope.
Or a bidet, or little wipies. There's all kinds of choices now. You don't have to just use TP.
A bidet. Man, imagine having a stream of water squirting up your ass. That's like me having a freaking water pistol going and doing it myself.
It's cleanly.
Yeah.
When women have babies, they give them a squeeze bottle so they can squeeze the water up there. Clean it out. Not all the way in, but on the outside.
Oh, no. Never all the way in. No,
just to clean it off.
Before they had that, it was a gardening hose. You shoved it right in there.
No, I'm sorry. I just looked at the chat room.
Sorry about that. Misgendering me. Did we misgender that person?
You did. I didn't.
I didn't know I misgendered.
You did.
How? Wait a minute. Back me up. Did I miss something?
Know. You didn't ask. You did not ask pronouns. You assumed.
What's a pronoun?
Teach you.
Pikachu?
We're old farts. We're not used to this newfangled stuff. But with kiddos, nowadays, when they introduce themselves, they tell you their name, and then they tell you their pronouns. Wait a second. So you don't misgender them.
So wait. Squatting colon or squirming? How is that a pronoun that I misgendered? Oh my God, I didn't say anything about you being a male, female. I didn't care. I don't even care if you're an it.
I think you referred to squirming coil as a he.
Oh, my apologies.
Sure.
My apologies.
We need you to change your name.
That person, squirming coil. Who the hell are you?
I think you need to change your name.
Wait a second.
Because we're having too many difficulties.
We are. We're having colon difficulties. Are you from the...
You're having colon difficulties.
I am, actually. I am.
You can call me Squirm.
Squirm. Okay.
Wait, that might not sound right.
No, that's fine. We can do Squirm.
It. You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to. Matt can read it. Oh, my God. Is that Christian?
Fine.
Is that Christian?
What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say, Matt... What are you trying to say, huh? It
was on the license plate for years.
Yeah, whatever. So you claim.
Jenny, who the hell is this?
Claim.
Is this Christian?
No, it's not. But I know who it is.
Who is it?
And that plate is a New Hampshire plate. You have no idea. Vanity plates in New Hampshire are an entire sport.
I want to know who this is. You need to tell me off air.
How many people have vanity plates and want to give the government an extra $25 a year to get
fuck the plates. We're not talking about plates. Come on. We don't want to do this. By the way, which I had... Oh, my God. I can read. Fuck you, man. Or ma'am, whatever. Freaking delete your ass. Then you'll have this.
I like to go with folks and you really can't go wrong with they and them.
Yeah.
At least I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. I'm not sure who started it. I think they started it. Or maybe you started it, Charles.
I don't care.
I think you started it.
I'll end it.
Say their name 3 times fast.
Listen.
Dare you?
All right. Squirm.
No, squirming coil.
Squirming coil, squirming coil. Nothing happened. I think
now
I'm good.
Mel is doing gendering.
I think it's because he's yelling.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Seriously.
Let's take a break. Got 2 songs. It's almost top of the hour anyway. Let's take a break.
Yes,
we got a band called Influence and a band called Of Eyes That See. A couple of songs coming at you. Give yourself about 6-7 minutes, then we'll have a funny bit. Come on back and we'll have more Charles Richardson Show right after this.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show will return after this.
sometimes feel irritable, restless, uneasy, sad, normal, or just plain not high? Maybe it's time to try crack. Crack may cause shivers, night terrors, gay for pay, heart palpitations, homicidal paranoia, or the sensation that you're on fire. Peeing blood and seeing friends' faces as talking skeletons are possible side effects of crack. People who use crack may also experience 5 to 7 years in prison where brutal raping may occur. If you experience one or more of these side effects, consult your dealer. You may need more crack. Crack. Isn't it time you see what all the fuss is about?
We're back to the best show you have never heard of. That's The Charles Richardson Show.
All right, we're back. And 813-699-5353 is the number to call if you want to go ahead and join the party. Join the party. Party with Charles and Jenny. A party that squirming coil is trying to get behind and rah, rah, rah.
Look at my yumminess.
Oh, what is it?
That is a... sorry. Here you go. Whoop!
Yeah, you just dropped that?
I did not drop it. I caught it. It is cinnamon, apple, sugar, holly, numminess.
Don't even have all the right words for it, dude. Okay, I want that.
It's my own little creation.
I want that when I come up in April.
You will get that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I want it all. I want all that yumminess.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're baking too.
That is baking.
Oh.
The hell do you think I did that with?
I don't know. So make sure you go ahead and give my boys at Hull Calling and Contracting a call. They are the team to handle all your home improvements, lawn maintenance, car repairs, and much, much more. They also do hauling too. Just saying. Give Karen and David a call at 941-204-1264. They handle all of Southwest Florida and beyond. They actually do service all of Florida. 941-204-1264 to get a real good estimate. Hard work, fair prices. That's what they're all about. Hull Calling and Contracting, 941-204-1264. I got, I said thank you, Charles.
Where is everybody tonight?
Oh, they were here. But I think we got on the COVID talk and scared them away.
Shit.
I am a friend, not foe, today anyway. Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, it's dark.
Damn it.
Yeah, well,
That's why I didn't want to talk about it.
If you wanted to be on the show, you're talking about the COVID thing. If Dirk wanted to be on the show, I could go ahead and give him the link. I still can. Yeah, it's not like the link is
Why
dead.
didn't you?
I don't know. You know what? I don't want to go ahead and say, hey, you want to be on the... It sounds like I'm begging. Anybody, and I do mean anybody, whether they be former, current, past, and this goes out to Matt, Mo, Bushman, Karen, David, you got Dirk who's there, Christian, if he wants to be on, he can be on. You're all open if you want. I know he's probably DJing tonight, but I knew Monday
he just left.
I know Monday. I knew Monday he had shit going on. He didn't have anything going on.
No, Dirk is actually a person.
Yeah, not
I
Dick.
think Squirm
Dirk.
thought you were saying that they were Dirk.
Yeah,
but they're not Dirk.
Oh man, I kind of want to stay away from this, but
at the
same time, it was news. The White House went ahead and announced yesterday it is withdrawing all vaccine and testing requirements for large businesses. I remember when this thing was about ready to go through, or had plans on going through. My wife, who I just mentioned, is non-vaccinated, was going to require, I guess, testing like every other day if she didn't vaccinate. So she was like, all right, I guess I'm taking this tube up the nose, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
I did not support the general workplace mandate.
Really?
No.
I got to ask why.
I think because I think that is government overreach. We do have to be careful with how far we let government go, even when the intentions are good.
Right.
It's one thing to require it in healthcare settings. That's a different animal. Whether that would fall under some kind of OSHA requirement, again, would probably have to do with medical situations. Very few, warehouses have a reason to look at their employees' vaccines.
So
it's not part of your normal requirement. So why should the government? I think that's overreach. I really think it's government overreach when it comes to general. Oh, anybody who has over 100 employees has to mandate it. Well, that's not okay. That's just not okay. In my book.
In a statement posted by OSHA on their website, the Department of Labor, Occupational Safety, and Health Administration said the withdrawal is effective January 26th, today. Woo! It also went on to say that although it is withdrawing the standard, OSHA is not withdrawing it as a proposed rule. So OSHA, I guess, can still pick it up, just not...
Depending on whether or not it's appropriate for that particular workplace. But like the hospitals here in my state, some of the hospitals here mandate the flu vaccine. Long before COVID anything, they mandate the flu vaccine. If you don't get your flu vaccine, they will fire you. That is part of their belief, where other hospitals are like, we want you to have all of these vaccines, but the flu's optional.
What about schools, like public schools? Do they still have to require some of these vaccines for kids?
Schools require vaccines, as do colleges. Okay. All schools require vaccinations.
Okay. Delisa says, have a great night. Delisa, you too. Thank you very much for tuning in for that. Squirming Seaman says that I support private businesses mandating. I disagree with government mandating private businesses mandates. That's just... Karen joining us in the chat. Hey, Karen, hope you're feeling good. OSHA just pulled it.
Feel better.
Yep. OSHA just pulled from it and will no longer uphold the mandate that was as of yesterday. Yeah, OSHA pulled it, all right. Pulled it and ejaculated all over somebody else.
So a mandate on the employers over 100 or what have you?
Yeah, it was like 100 or 500 or something like that. I think you're right, it was 100. Matt, number one in reading. All right,
you're getting shade.
This is a mystery. This is like a riddle now. Now it's become a riddle, and now see, you see Squatting Dog. I'm just telling you that I've made a commitment to learn my Stream Deck. Demand my taxes.
That was good.
That's quick-witted. How the hell is this not Dirk?
It's not.
Or Bad Billy. It's Bad Billy.
It's not.
It's not.
Nope.
Jenny, type it in the private chat and tell me what the hell it is.
I will not.
Why?
I am not allowed.
What do you mean you're not allowed?
There are some things in this world that I am asked to keep to myself, and I do.
I'm just ignoring it then.
You can try.
That's fine. I can. I will. Please. I've done much worse.
We'd have to ask his wife about that one.
Oh, does it have a wife?
No, the question was, are you just that easy? Meaning you, Charles. Are you that easy?
Oh.
I said, we'll have to ask your wife.
Maybe. I'm fully ready to give up on my Stream Deck before 24 hours is up, so it's like, there you go.
Stop it. You haven't even gone to play with it yet. What else did you have in your agenda tonight besides vaccine?
The show is... Well, there was another thing, too. Do you remember the My Girl house from the movie My Girl? Macaulay Culkin, Anna Klumsky? No?
No.
Well, anyway, the spooky old house, which is right there in Bartow, Florida, is up for sale. And apparently it's haunted, too. It's kind of weird.
Cool.
Yeah, right here in Bartow, Florida, 9,508 square feet, 6-bedroom, 8-bathroom home used for Harry Sultan-First's funeral home, played by Dan Aykroyd. And it features a pool, a massive wraparound porch, a gazebo, and 7 fireplaces. Jesus Christ. We need fireplaces down here.
They should turn it into a bed and breakfast or something.
I'm glad that you said that, because actually it has been. It was called the Stafford Inn Bed and Breakfast. Which was a regular stop for ghost hunters, because they say it's haunted. It was built back in 1904, and according to Haunted Places, doors allegedly open and close by themselves, and footsteps can be heard on the main staircase. Now, currently, it is being sold, or is being asked for, $499,400. That is the listing house. Beautiful house.
I thought they resold the Amityville house not long ago.
What is your thoughts on ghosts and paranormal activity? Do you think it's just a bunch of bullshit that they're doing on TV, or do you actually believe in that?
That's a fun answer, a fun question. It's basically bullshit. However, I have no answer for what happens to energy. And we know we all have energy in our body. That's just, electrical current. There it is. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be converted and transferred. Mm-hmm. So what happens to that energy? I don't know. Does it go back to all the energy, and maybe sometimes that rattles around something? I can't give you an answer on that, but I don't believe in invisible things.
So I actually do have the now to the point of
in the respect of a ghost. I guess I should clarify that.
So I have to make this a very clear answer. When it comes to watching like paranormal activity and there's demons like that are just going to go ahead and kill us or anything like that, and you can't see them, no, I don't necessarily believe in that. I do, however, believe that we have people watching us, or there may be things moved around, just like spirits that might be there to say, hey, I'm here. Just letting you know. Because after my mom passed away, I went ahead and said, yay, I have the master bedroom. Obviously, yay was like, 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks later. But anyway, so I moved into the master bedroom, and it was kind of weird. It just felt weird. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that's how, I was supposed to feel when I'm like 20, 21 years old. But it was kind of weird. Like when I used to bring my girlfriend home to that room and, things happen, I'm thinking, is she watching? Like, where is she?
There's a psychological aspect to that. I mean, it's just the uneasiness that it was your mom's room.
Yeah.
I mean, see, I don't prescribe to a belief of invisible men in the sky who watch and hear everything and heaven and hell and all of that. I'm an atheist.
Right. Which is fine. By the way, Alyssa is joining us.
Yay!
Yay. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi. She is very exhausted because our kids, it seems like more than one, even though it's only one. But
it feels like 12 sometimes. Don't even joke.
Oh man. So he's been off his meds for the last couple of days, and obviously, he needs his meds to kind of like woosah, take a breather. Which never fucking works, by the way. I just want to say that for just up front. He's still going to go ahead and have that energy, like Jenny just mentioned, the energy. Listen, imagine when he finally passes away, he's going to have so much energy, Red Bull won't even be able to contain him. Just saying, he already grew his wings
he
and
doesn't
everywhere.
Need Red Bull for those wings.
He doesn't need Red Bull, you're right. That Red Bull
Most
is
kids
just...
don't.
No.
It's so wasted on them.
He's
this
so
one's
much
worse.
Further.
You got to realize the industry my wife is in deals with kids on an autistic and messed up level, and she deals with the worst of the worst. Coming home, you think this would be child's play, right? No.
No, it's not the same thing. When it's one thing doing your job. It's another thing when it's your own kid.
His doctor today described his ADHD as off the charts. We'll just leave it at that.
Hey, Jenny, the saying we'll use so you can understand, through the roof. just through the roof.
One of my good friends is for her profession. She's a full-time. It's not a para, it's beyond that. She actually does the physical care and transfer of the young person who's in a wheelchair,
right,
but works with them one-on-one, and it's amazing when she tells me different stories on things that she comes up with to try and redirect or try and bring that child in. And I think she attributes some of that from having an autistic child on herself, but being in that school setting where it's certain things you're supposed to do,
Yeah.
It's not the same thing as when you're home
hard.
and it's your kid who's exhausted and overactive from their day.
Well, and it's hard in because I work in the school setting and in a clinic setting, and the school setting has a lot more rules and a lot different rules than what the clinic has. So it's a difficult balance, and yeah.
You got to have different hats. You've got, your clinic hat, you've got your school hat, and you got your mom hat, and then you have whatever hell you wear to deal with Charles.
Yeah.
Hey, the hell is that all about? That was a low blow. That was a low blow. You and Colin over there are conspiring against me. I see how it is.
But there's so many factors that go into this. Sometimes for some kids, diet changes have to be made along with environmental changes. It could be something as ridiculous as, or I shouldn't say ridiculous, it could be something that seems minuscule as the wall's yellow.
And what did Karen say? What did Karen say about diet
trigger gets the kid
foods?
going?
Well, the thing is, like certain foods, yes, we avoid a lot of sugar. We avoid red dye, things like that, because that can trigger him.
No, I just meant that as a general thing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, we've
even tried caffeine. We tried to load him up on caffeine, thinking he'd have the opposite effect.
It did help a little. The Diet Mountain Dew on occasion does.
He need to get his ass on coffee.
Bring him down a notch, but it's still not.
You ever tried fruit?
Yeah.
He eats fruit like crazy.
A lot of fruits are high in sugars.
Yeah, well, most fruits are higher in sugar.
Yeah.
That's the
It's hard with kiddos, especially the younger they are. That you're learning, they're learning. They're trying to feel out their world and how they can work in it.
He is a very, very picky eater. So, like, fruits and vegetables are like, he'll eat all fruits and vegetables. But meat, forget it.
No biggie on meats, huh?
Unless it's like processed, like a chicken nugget or a hot dog, or
he's going to turn into a goddamn chicken nugget
or something like
how
that.
About as long you get legumes into them, or nuts, or there's so many other ways to get protein. You don't have to have meat.
Well, the thing is, we try to feed him what we're eating, and that doesn't always work.
But but it's actually. It's not bad stuff. It ain't like, we're eating cookies and cake or anything like that, or pasta all the time.
It's like,
I'll tell you what.
Pork tenderloin and chicken breast.
I got put in front of a pork chop my whole damn childhood, and to this day, I will still not eat a pork chop. They'd make me sit at that table till 8 o'clock at night. I wouldn't eat it. I got so bad, I wrapped it up in napkins and hid it in the radiator, but I was too damn dumb to clean it out before Grandma went to clean the radiators.
When he was littler, he used to hold food in his mouth and hide it in his mouth.
Yeah.
And then like hours later, I'd be like, do you still have food in your mouth?
Because swallowing it makes you feel like you're going to just puke your guts out. It's that bad. I don't blame the poor kid.
But would you rather hold it in your mouth and taste it for that long?
But if you give him the same thing over and over again and that's the reaction, you're still not getting the nutrients into him. Go with what works. You know what I used to do to my kid when he was little? I would take, I couldn't get veggies into him to save my life. I would take like squash and shit, like baby food, and hide it in the SpaghettiOs. It was the same color. Carrots.
Oh, you know what? That's the one.
And he ate it all up.
That's the one blessing, Jenny, that he has got a thing for veggies. He loves them.
Good for you.
Yeah. I don't know how we got so lucky on that one.
No, we're cutting up the meats into tiny, tiny, tiny pieces and hiding them in mashed potatoes.
It's like trying to give a dog a pill.
Yeah.
There's so many other choices for proteins. Screw the meats. Go for the other proteins. There's so many other ways you can go. Fish. How about fish?
He eats fish.
Fish sticks.
Like salmon's a really good fish. Introduce more fishes. Try different fishes.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I wouldn't mind having more fish.
As long as it's battered and fried. Let's put it that way.
You know what? Experiment with different ones, though.
Yeah.
And it's the same. And if you guys, it's really good for you.
Yeah.
It helps to lower your cholesterol levels. Well, it's a great source.
You know what I'm missing? You know what I'm missing? I want to have when I'm up there in April? Clam cakes.
What?
I miss clam cakes. I need to have my clam cake when I go up there.
I don't like clams, so
you know what? That's okay.
Clam
More
cakes.
for me. More for me.
My dad would get these quahogs when I was a kid.
Yes.
I would love, I haven't had those in forever. Warm them up in the oven, a little Tabasco sauce.
Well, I don't know about the Tabasco sauce, but okay.
Nah.
Oh, so
yeah,
many
there's
things,
a lot of fun stuff you can do with foods and stuff that a lot of people don't think of. I guess.
No, well, it's just, I guess you're right. We have to be creative. And maybe the more creative we can get, we can outsmart them. Because right now, it's child 10, us
it's
nothing.
Chicken nuggets, corn dogs, and mac and cheese.
Yeah.
If you can get that kid to walk around eating raw vegetables and stuff, you are golden, man.
He
No, it's
won't
not
eat
raw. It has to be cooked or steamed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steam is great.
Yep.
I love steamed veggies. Anything steamed.
Now, if I can go ahead and get this one over here to eat something steamed and green, would be good.
Yeah. If
Maybe
it's green, I'm probably not going to eat it.
Broccoli and
What
cheese.
What if it's like celery or like salad?
Well, let's put it this way. If it's cooked and green, I'm probably not going to eat it.
Oh.
I will eat raw broccoli. I will eat raw cauliflower. Well, cauliflower's not green.
You can't go wrong eating raw food. Like, you'll never eat too much raw food.
But
unless it's
I will,
like fish or something.
I like snap peas raw. I like
Oh, snap.
Those are the best. Dip them in a
make
little
us
ranch.
our own little couture boards at home. Like, we have all kinds of raw stuff and cheeses.
I love those vegetable platters that you come in with. You got the baby carrots, you got the snap peas, you got that. Oh, that's the bomb. I love it.
And I'll eat that stuff too.
Yep.
I make those kind of plates for us here at home to eat. Sometimes I put meats in there like salamis or turkeys or something like that. But I'll make our own little couture boards with nuts and grapes and celery and cheeses.
Crystal's
all of that.
Crystal's promoting the Popeye spinach is good in salads.
It is.
Need some of that
and
spinach.
I like salads and I like different stuff like that. It's just
I use
cook a
spinach and
vegetable
kale instead of lettuce.
You cook a vegetable and I'm done with it most of the time.
I'm down.
So eat it raw. It's totally good for you.
I don't like. Well, I like cooked cabbage. That I do like. Well,
So,
when it's stuffed with meat.
So, corned beef and cabbage you never liked?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yes.
Oh.
You've
love
made it a
corned
couple
beef and
times.
cabbage.
I made it a
with
couple
red
times. I
wine
didn't think you
vinegar.
liked it, though.
And I like when Mom makes the stuffed cabbage. I like that. Well, you haven't had Mom's stuffed cabbage.
I have not had Mom's stuffed cabbage.
It's really good.
I haven't even had Dad's stuffed cabbage.
Dad doesn't like or make stuffed cabbage because Dad cannot stand the smell of it.
What is up with the smell of cabbage? That's not that bad.
Cooked cabbage?
Cooked cabbage is awesome.
It's got a pretty strong smell.
Not that bad.
Anyway, my dad doesn't like it.
Well, too bad for your dad. More for us. All right, let's go ahead. We got some memes that we need to catch up on that we haven't had a chance to. So let's go ahead and get some new tunes for that. And let's go ahead and get the memes. Share the screen. So this maybe would be a button I would press, and voila, it comes up. Here's Bob Saget and Betty White. Bob says, "What should we have for dinner?" Betty White, how about some meatloaf?
Oh. Did you get your thingy?
My thingy?
Your thingy?
Yeah, right here.
Oh.
Yeah, it took me 5 minutes and I got disgusted with it. I'm returning
Oh my
it.
God, he's such
Seriously?
No. It's just so much more work than I thought it had. I was going to have it set up in like 10 minutes.
He's already whining.
I'll figure it out. I got Scotty calling me tomorrow.
I feel like I need to send you flowers.
Maybe.
Not you.
Wow.
Don't send me flowers, because the last time someone sent me flowers and he didn't know who it was, he almost left. So
here's the Dogmo comments of flower blossoming. All of a sudden you see some yellow whiz going on. It's a dog peeing on it. Energy, I think I'm radiating versus energy, I am radiating. Wow.
Jeez.
So I'm going to start a false crime podcast where I explain crimes that never actually happened. And the other one says I'm going to do the crimes you explain, forcing you into having a true crime podcast. This one here is a big giant cup of coffee, getting ready for work like that.
A cuppy?
That was me when I worked graveyard shift.
Yeah. You are not a dumpster fire. You're a majestic dumpster garden. And there's a picture of a dumpster with a tree.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. You all wanted this cuddle weather. Now look at you, lonely, shivering, and ashy. And that's from the recent weather that we've had down here in Florida.
I don't shiver. I cut a la pomati.
Yeah. Wait, I'm a talking tree and you're a dialogue. I don't know what that. Here's Pittsburgh Steelers. I was going to make a joke, but this is already one for you football fans out there. You said you weren't going to get that drunk. First of all, you should have known that was a lie. Here's a t-shirt. Shit show supervisor. Yeah, well, whoever that person is needs to tell me I'm fired. Here's Tinkerbell. I'm not sure I'm fairy size. Here's a big-ass Snickers bar. If they are desexualizing the green M&Ms, it is only a matter of time before they remove the dick vein from Snickers. Here is a gamer's sign. I don't always die in video games, but when I do, motherfucking stupid piece of shit, broken ass fucking game, fuck shit, fuck. Are you a top or bottom according to your sign? Aries is top as fuck. Taurus is emotional bottom. Gemini probably says their top is a hella bottom. Cancer is a loud, hoary bottom. Leo is a mean top. Virgo is a kinky, versatile. Libra is a slutty top. Scorpio is hella top. Cannot be fucked, unfuckable. Sagittarius is a sensitive top. Capricorn's a messy top. Aquarius is a kinky, dominant top that likes to spank people. And Pisces is a bottom that likes to be dominated. What sign are you, hon? Taurus? Ooh, emotional bottom.
That's a Scorpio.
That's you. That is you. Tearfully waving out the train window at my girlfriend, runs alongside. 45 minutes later, she's still keeping pace. It's inhuman. Everybody on the train is screaming. I'm begging her to stop, but she can't hear me. Her eyes are pure white. Please, helicopter, circle overhead. When your boss hits you up on your day off, boss says, hey. Guy says, nope, already drinking. At 10 a.m.? Yeah. Oh, you know what that was? That was Heather versus the chick from Monsters, Inc. Always watching. Shit. I hate that. Let's try that again.
You pressed the wrong button, didn't you?
No, I didn't. It freezes up like this.
You and your buttons.
Text us. Please don't hesitate. Text us at blank if you see anything that needs our attention. We want to make this campground as relaxing and as comfortable as possible to our guests. Text us. Sup. Hit me up at blank. If you say anything that is sus or cringe, like IDK a toilet that got wrecked or something, to be honest, we high-key trying to glow up this campground. Can't stop, won't stop until this place straight up slays. Need your help, fam. Thank you. God.
Oy.
Yeah, well, isn't that what we're all about now? Is that it? I think that's it.
You know, I had seen one of my friends posted something about, it was I think it was a t-shirt, and it said, you go from being mommy to mom to bruh. And I'm like, and then they're all commenting that their kids are calling them bruh.
What the hell
and
is
I'm like,
bruh?
It's a new version of bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
And I'm like, who lets their disrespectful child call them bruh?
Bruh.
They don't do it. It's part of their vernacular. It's not like they're saying they're replacing mom or dad. It's the ending of, it's like punctuation at the end of the sentence. Or at the very, bruh, this or da-da-da, bruh.
No.
They literally just spit it out.
Stefan has tried to use it on us a couple of times, along with calling us baby and girl.
Oh,
and I said,
I think he called you woman at one time.
Yeah,
he
girl.
Called you.
I was like,
hey, girl.
no, you're not going to talk to me that way. I am mom.
Hey, girl, can I get some breakfast?
I have one of them kept using bro with me, so I started going, still a girl. And they'd get red. Right? It works for either dude or bro or dude bro.
Dude bro.
It works for any of those.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, but my kid is not going to call me anything other than mom.
Starting, I think next week is Big Brother Celebrity Big Brother.
February 2nd, I think
February 2nd. That would be next Wednesday.
Yeah.
This a week from today. So now I understand that some of our co-hosts don't watch it, but we will have a segment every show, depending on if they're airing it. Like I think it's Wednesdays and Thursdays they air, maybe even Sundays. So
Wednesday,
we'll have
Thursday,
So we'll
Sunday,
have
I think it is. Yeah.
We'll have like a short part of the show where we'll go ahead and catch up on anything. So if you guys want to chime in on it, that means Heather, Jenny, Dirk if he wants to, Karen if she wants to, when she's finally back, we can go ahead and get into it.
Into those shows.
Big Brother,
no offense. No offense.
No, none taken.
It's never been. It's never like resonated with me.
I'm not into most of the reality shows, but Big Brother I got into, and he didn't watch Big Brother before.
No, I got hooked
into it.
I got hooked into it because I like the. Let's put it this way. I like the drama. It's kind of Survivor-ish, except it's not. Like Survivor.
He's supposed to be in the next crop.
What?
The next crew, the next people doing it.
I don't know
who's supposed to be in.
Oh, they're keeping it tight-lipped, but it's all celebrities. Like, well, let's give her up to date.
It's like B-list celebrities.
Yeah, it's not anybody A-list. Like you're not going to see freaking Sylvester Stallone come in there.
Coleman long ago or something like that.
He was rumored to.
They all live in a house together and try to get along or something.
Oh, I think you're talking about like the
Hang on, let me see
people from New Jersey or something.
No, they had like Brett Michaels was on one of them, I think. Oh no, it wasn't him. It was the other guy.
Well, other countries do a celebrity Big Brother also, so it could have been
like here's some of the recent ones. Omarosa,
Mark McGrath was in there.
Mark McGrath, Tamara Braxton, Ross Matthews, Lolo Jones was on there. Dina Lohan, you want to just go from that? That's what they're kind of going at. Eva Marie, which used to be a wrestler. Chuck Liddell, former MMA fighter. Ryan Lochte, former swimmer. Candy Burris. Ricky Williams, former NFL player. Joey Lawrence was in there.
Now he's funny. So I like him.
There have been some names that kind of pop out. Shannon Elizabeth from American Pie. Nadia. So there have been some, sprinkles here and there. But again, you mentioned, she was dumb.
I did not like her at all.
She was dumb.
Stupid.
Yeah. I'm sorry. She should. I think she probably. Died. Oh, well, congratulations. She should have been born blonde.
Jesus.
I'm telling you.
Tell me how you really feel.
I did. Freaking dumb as a box of rocks. All right. Here's some of the celebrity Big Brother cast hints for this year. Former American basketball player tied to a reality TV family. Gained fame in the 90s as part of the most famous and influential music groups in the world. They think of Lance Bass. A famous housewife.
No, it's probably not Lance Bass. You know who it probably is? It's Joey Fatone.
Oh, God. That would be interesting, though. He's been
actually. I know AJ is a Big Brother fan too, from the Backstreet Boys.
A comedian from Saturday Night Live who has been staying alive, Tracy Morgan, possibly. Olympic bronze medalist ice skater, nobody really cared. Idol and superfan known for dancing and singing on the internet. They're thinking some guy named Todrick Hall. Daughter of the famous rock star who will keep it very real. A pageant queen, model, actress, and a reality TV star. An actor who knows a thing or two about sitcoms. The top 15 UFC women's bantamweight fighter. If they say Ronda Rousey, that's it.
Is Tim Allen going to be in there, the sitcom guy?
Might be. I don't know.
Oh my God!
If Tim Allen's there, come on. An eye for fashion and will bring style. I mean, that could be any gay person, honestly.
Stop it.
I mean, they have to bring a gay person in there, really.
Well, yeah, there's always somebody.
There's always
who's gay.
somebody that's flaming. But that's starting.
Stop it.
What? It's true.
No, like they pick.
Jenny. All right, listen. Wait. I got to bring it up. Jenny. So for the longest time up until last season, there's always been one or two black guys or black people. There's been one gay person, and what else? There's another thing in there.
After
and
that,
one old people.
Oh yeah, there's one old person.
Old people.
One old person.
What qualifies as old now?
We're talking about 40s.
Over 40. Yeah.
Over 40, because
That's not old.
all these kids in there are like in their
Compared to
early
the
late
rest of them.
20s. Late 20s.
Compared to the rest of them, they are.
And I think there's one was like in the mid 50s.
Fuck that.
Just saying.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, they have to have like a beautiful palette.
Yeah, they have to keep everything.
Mix it up.
Now, recently, last year, get this, because of all the BLM movements, half the cast was African American. And that cast teamed up as a complete alliance and kicked everybody that was white out. So
all
of them. All of them.
All of the people who were in the final, what was it, 6?
Final 6.
Final 6
We're black.
We're all black.
Probably the first time it was ever that way.
It was the first time it was ever that way, and it was also the first time Big Brother celebrated a black winner. Because it's just...
people are just now starting to learn how white everything has been.
Yeah, I agree.
Think about it. TV's got a lot more people of color on it nowadays than there used to be. And you're seeing women who aren't all skinny models, around women is just as beautiful and invited to the table. There's a lot more.
Yeah.
Jimmy
more
says
diversity on our televisions.
Jimmy says there's no way it's Tracy Morgan way too wealthy. I don't mean shit. Mark Garatha's fine. And he was on there. That don't mean shit.
He didn't last long.
Omarosa was on there, and she's like, tied into the White House, or was. So...
Yeah, I don't think she's hurting for anything.
No. None of these people that are on the celebrities are hurting for anything.
And when they win, they donate it to charity. It doesn't... The money doesn't go to them.
It's like $250,000 it donated to charity. This last time they had Big Brother, it's usually a $500,000 prize for the first place, $50,000 for the second. They upped it to $750,000 this year.
I think that's awesome if it's all for charity.
Yeah.
That I might actually entice me to actually watch it.
Nope.
Just for the sake of the fact that it's going to go someplace good.
So the article here says the wait is about over for Celebrity Big Brother 3 as the host Julie Chen Moonves took to Twitter with a revealing list of hints and clues for the upcoming Celebrity Big Brother roster. It is set to finally take place, the official tuning in of the Amazing Race, around 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern. It's always nice to play the guessing game in the meantime. They never tell you exactly who's there until they are introduced.
I really do wonder, though, if the 90s pop star is AJ from the Backstreet Boys, because he was really into... He's a super fan, and he was into it when Paul was on. He was commenting about how he actually did look like him and stuff like that. So I think it might be him. And in that case, you better believe I'm watching.
If it is AJ from the Backstreet Boys, you might as well just go ahead and put that vibrator and me to the side, because you're not going to need it. You'll be moist from the time you go to bed all the way till you wake up. So how did the bed get so wet? I don't know. Was Big Brother on? Big Brother must have been on. Need to change sheets again.
How do I put up with you?
I don't know. Okay, so here's
Maybe
the casting.
someday. No, I won't say it. That's bad.
So, casting, compared to previous seasons, at least half of the contracted celebrities must be of Black, Indigenous, and people of color. This requirement comes from CBS effort that began in 2020 to bring diversity to the television series. So there you go.
Look, society got called out on its shit. Now people want to see more diversity.
Yep. Well, hey, listen, I got no problem with it.
Great. It's a nice change.
I got no problem with it. I just felt it was kind of like an over. Well, you know what? I guess we had it coming. We must have had it coming.
Is it really an overcorrect? And it's like it's only half. It's not everybody. It's half.
Which is good.
And when you talk about people of color, you're not talking about people who are just of African descent, right?
No, it
has to be somebody of color.
All these different shades of people that have never been highlighted before getting a step up the table. I don't know, a seat at the table.
Hey, listen, we'll see. February 2nd, next Wednesday after the show, we'll find out.
Have you noticed, like, some of the morning shows, like the news shows and stuff, have brought on more people of color than previously? They used to be like the one token person of color, and the rest of the panel was all white people.
Well, I think Good Morning America, they brought in Strahan from he used to play for the Giants and stuff like that. But I don't know is there anybody else there that's of color?
Oh my gosh, the one that does the weather.
Oh, Al Roker.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's a lady. And also,
but he's been there. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what's her name? She's a breast cancer survivor.
I know who you're talking about. Hoda Kotb.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it's
yeah. I mean, which is different because it used to be like the one guy from the weather, and that was it. Now and it's not just men, or it's not just women, it's men too. More men of color are turning up on our TV than, if you think about it, than you've ever really seen before.
Yeah.
The token person of color was most of the time a woman because they could kill two birds with one stone. Right. I got a woman and they're of color. If they're Asian, there you go. Because that's how it worked back then. I got one token, I'm good enough.
Yeah.
Now people are demanding more diversity. I think it's awesome. I will be happy when the world is just bred out of.
I just want the hate to end. I just want the hate to end.
It's so mixed up, it doesn't freaking matter.
I just want all the hate to end. I just want this, like, we still want to beat up on Whitey and the N-word being thrown around all over the place. It's like, just stop the hate. You know what? May the best man or woman win. And I do mean man and woman, because I'm all about this whole merging of all races and everything like that. Let's go ahead and be equal. I can't get myself to think of this trans movement going on.
I can. Absolutely, I can.
Especially a man transitioning to a woman.
Gender dysphoria is really devastating.
A man transitioning to a woman and competing as a woman's sport. I can't get behind it. I'm sorry.
That's different. For me, that's different because I look at it from a physiological standpoint of basic anatomy and physiology. The male physique versus the female physique is different.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and transition. I'm going to cut off my ween. I'm going to go ahead and take all this estrogen. I'm going to go ahead and get implants. But no, you shouldn't be allowed to go ahead and compete in a female sport because you're not genetically a female.
Sports. I agree with you when it comes to sports. I do worry about it.
Honestly, Jenny, that's the only thing that I really see that's the problem.
But the rest of it is fine.
That and I'm going to say this right now: somebody who has not fully transitioned over going to another bathroom. Man, not transitioning over to a female, going into a female bathroom. Why?
You go to the bathroom because you really want the person dressed as a male walking into the woman's bathroom.
That's what I'm talking about.
A female that's transitioning to a male.
No. The opposite.
Should use the male bathroom.
The opposite.
It's the same either way. It doesn't matter either way. You're looking at it from.
I'm looking at it as a sexual predator standpoint.
You know what you got to do, though? But wait, you got to separate. There's a big difference between gender and sexuality. Somebody can be transgendered male, but still feel a feminine sexuality or wanting to go in that direction sexually.
I just find
because somebody's. You got to separate sex and the act of having sex with what skin somebody feels better in. Because the physiological, we're just barely understanding some of that, and there's some serious science to look at genetically as to people being born with more dominant male or female personalities. It's not a mental health defect. There's a lot of evidence to suggest that there's genetics involved in this, and there's things that you're born with.
I just don't agree listen, you want to go ahead and fully come out as a woman or a man, then you need to fully transition physically into that person.
Why are you putting that? See, there you go again with sex. You're just judging their sexual organ.
Because I have the fear in me. If I
I feel like a man or I feel like a woman or I feel like I'm gender fluid has nothing to do with what sexual organ is between my legs.
But Jenny, don't you think they can use that? This person that's a real sicko can use that as an excuse just to go and do that?
That happening is a small amount of possibility of a case. Again, you don't judge the majority by the bad guy. The one bad guy that does something terrible shouldn't be what the rule of law is.
But that's what sticks in my head, and that's what I always come to. It's like, listen, I'm okay if you want.
Older folks, so we were raised differently. It's up to us to change our thinking to understand modern understanding of science and anatomy and what we're finding about
Jenny,
genetics.
you and I and Alyssa, we all grew up and playing with friends across the street and neighbors and getting together and having get-togethers. Everybody's a fucking shut-in now because of fear.
I did not. I guarantee you that I did not grow up the way that you both did. And I grew up with extreme gender dysphoria.
Explain.
Because I was, my hair was sliced off. I was dressed in boys' clothing. I was given boy things. The things that I had were girly, were hidden at an aunt's place or kept at aunt's places. I'll never forget being, I think I must have been around 10, 11 years old maybe. I saw a woman in a magazine. And she was so beautiful, and her skin was so soft and smooth. And to me, it didn't look like she had any hair anywhere. So I thought I was born wrong so badly that I shaved the hair off of my arms because I thought girls weren't supposed to have that.
So you were raised. Now, let me ask you. Let me ask you a personal question.
Some significant abuse.
That's why I asked. Did they want a son? And then came out, is that what it was?
It's even way more twisted than that.
Wow.
But it's not even important to the conversation.
Yeah,
I was so confused, and I had no female to teach me like other little girls did.
Right.
Like I would see a little girl having her mom hold a shirt up to her and go, "This would look so pretty on you," and I would just be devastated in that moment because I wanted it so badly.
Wow.
You can be so. And there's different factors that go into that, right? So there's nature and nurture. So somebody who maybe doesn't have as much hormone production or really feels very masculine in their way, though female genitalia feels more comfortable with hair on their face, with their hair cut. That's how they feel good in their skin.
Right.
It doesn't matter how they enjoy sex or what those sex organs are. What matters is what makes them feel like a whole person. And if for that woman, it is to take hormones and grow facial hair and be more comfortable in a man's skin with a man's name and identify as a he, then then we need to accept that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying to that person, it's okay for you to be who you want to be.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, there's a difference between sexuality and sex. And sexual identity or gender identity.
But the same thing that you're explaining and teaching me and teaching everybody else that's listening is some of them are not the same thought process. Some of them are thinking like me. Some of them are thinking like you. It's the same thing with the vaccines.
I can prove you on that one too, because if you go back in time and you look around probably 2010, 2011, when I was a state representative in the legislature, I voted against gender equality in the bathrooms. I called it the bathroom bill. I believed that some sick guy was going to dress like a woman and attack women. I bought in hook, line, and sinker into all of that and actually voted that way. But I've changed
but what caused you to change, though?
I've learned that I was wrong. I've grown.
What brought you to saying that you were wrong?
It was coming to the revelation that there's a big difference between having sex in the sheets or sexual gratification and how somebody wants to be perceived or viewed. And part of it was almost it just learning to be more accepting of other people and not so judgmental. Yeah. I was really being, I was putting my, at the time, religious beliefs, because a lot of my beliefs were based in very strict Christianity at the time.
Right.
And so it was, it was Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. It was,
but that's gay rights, though. That's gay rights. Shit. Yeah, that's different.
But I bought into that shit.
Yeah.
Don't redefine marriage. In the end, I ended up actually advocating for and defending same-sex marriage when they tried to repeal it here.
Right.
But in the very beginning, I was against redefining it because I didn't understand it. And I didn't know how to get my personal religious beliefs out of somebody else's bedroom.
All right. We have to close the show. Let's go ahead and get into the good news here. Alyssa's got it. Time to go ahead and get out of here. Alyssa, you're on the air.
$13 million was raised for animal shelters to honor the late celebrity with the Betty White Challenge.
Whoa, what's the Betty White Challenge? I gotta know this.
Well,
oh my God, I love it.
I had heard about this before they did it, but she was very supportive of animal rights, and she was always, supporting the shelters and stuff like that. And so everybody was donating in her name on her birthday.
Okay.
So that's what the Betty White Challenge is. Joanne Worley and Loretta Swift were among the celebrities who began a campaign on social media called the hashtag Betty White Challenge in honor of Betty White's 100th birthday. The comedic actress died on New Year's Eve, just weeks before her centennial celebration of January 17th. But because she was so beloved, the campaign has taken flight to raise millions for animals. The charity for which she served on the board of directors launched the campaign asking for donations of $100 for Betty's 100th birthday. The foundation is called Actors and Others for Animals. Dozens of other groups benefited too as the public began sending money to the local shelters in Miss White's name. Almost 400,000 people used Facebook and Instagram to donate to the challenge, raising an incredible $12.7 million for animal shelters and rescuers all over the country, with 100% of the pledges going directly to the organizations.
Damn.
A lot of those were like $5 donations too.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
2 Philadelphia shelters brought in $100,000. A Los Angeles Zoo charity got $70,000. An Arkansas shelter was flooded with over $12,000. And WQ Iowa shelters received $13,000.
That is so cool.
Betty had prepared a video to share on her 100th birthday, which was recorded just days before her death. Her team posted the video on her Instagram page as a farewell greeting for her fans. I just want to thank you all for the love and support over the years. Thank you so much, and stick around. Her team added an update from the Betty White Challenge to the posted video. As we continue to see numbers coming in from all over the world, it's just absolutely amazing how much money all of you raised for animals.
Very impressive.
That's awesome.
That's why we do it, folks. That's why we do good news to close out the show, because we have to have some good in this world. And,
seriously.
Yep. And don't forget,
I need this.
Yeah, exactly. And don't forget, go ahead and make sure you visit rawtalkonlineradio.com for all the great programming we got. 2 morning shows to go ahead and wake up to Monday through Friday, starting at 7:30 a.m. all the way to 1 p.m. Make sure you join the Morning Mayhem, 7:30 to 10, and then from 10 to 1, it is the Steve Jarrett Morning Show. All times are Eastern Time, not Central or Mountain or Western. And then, of course, you got the Matt Connerton Unleashed radio program from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time, live Monday through Friday right here. And, of course, me. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 7 to 9 p.m. right here on this dumpster fire of a show that we have going on.
Oh, my God. We ever going to get you to stop self-deprecating?
Well,
no,
not at all. But it can be fun sometimes. Come on. I gotta laugh at myself until I've reached that pinnacle where I can say, fuck yeah, booyah.
Now you can go press buttons.
Yes, I'm going to start. No, I'm going to press some other
Just
buttons
don't
later
press
on.
my buttons.
Well, that's the buttons I'm talking
Too
about.
late.
Yeah. Jenny, any last words? Go ahead,
I've
make
had
it
a
quick.
day.
Check me out on gencoffee.com.
And Alyssa, anything quick?
I'm tired.
That was pretty quick. All right, we're out of here. We'll see you on Friday. I'm celebrating my birthday tomorrow. I'm 44 and I'm still alive. Yay. Catch you later, everybody. Bye.
It blinded me permanently.